Hey, this is Sarge here at C4 Defense, and today we're going to talk about the AMP X from Live Free Armory down there in Melbourne, Florida. This is an all-aluminum match-grade pistol, so let's go ahead and put a few on steel before we get started. There we go. Now, for those of you familiar with the channel, you're familiar with Live Free Armory. They're, like I said, down in Melbourne, Florida. They have developed this revolutionary, it's not the first aluminum frame Gen 3 Glock style pistol, but I am going to say it is the most unique, and so far it's the best one that I've found. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a closer look, and then we'll run it through its paces. So let's head over here to the bench. Now, like I said, the Live Free Armory AMP X is an all aluminum match grade pistol. It is chambered in 9mm. The barrel length is 3.9 inches. It has a 1 in 10 twist. Now, weight. This gun weighs 26.6 ounces unloaded, 28.3 ounces with the magazine, and then fully loaded it weighs 35.3 ounces. When you add in the trusty Streamlight TLR 7A, and I got this one in flat dark earth even though it's kind of bronze, it weighs in at 37.8 ounces. So it is just a little bit heavier than a Glock 19, definitely a little bit heavier than one that's been lightened up, like my LFA 19 that I've got. But the overall length is 7.1 inches, because that includes this nice hardy beaver tail. The slide is 6.75 inches. The overall width is 1.27 inches, and the slide width is just 1 inch. The sight radius is 6.06 inches, and the overall height is just under 5.7 inches tall. And this one, as you can tell, I guess right here, that it has an RMR cut. It has a cool American flag slide cover plate right there. And I didn't weigh it with the RMR, but we can consider that the Swamp Fox optic will probably add like another ounce to it. And it takes 6x32 screws. Now let's go ahead and drop the magazine. Of course, we cleared it a minute ago, but it breaks down just like any other Glock. You have to pull the trigger, pull the slide back slightly, push down the takedown, and there it is. Of course, the top, it's been dirty because I've been shooting it just a little bit, but it's just like any other Gen 3 Glock and a Gen 3 guide rod. This one is bone stock, so I haven't done anything to it. I definitely haven't caused any malfunctions with it, but it's been running good. Some people can't get it to run, who knows, but this one has been running just fine. It's got blacked out rear sights and a fiber optic front sight. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at the lower. This one has a chassis system, as you can see right here. That is what holds the stock Glock parts. It has a stock Glock trigger housing, connector, trigger in the trigger bar, the slide stop, the magazine release. The magazine release, excuse me, is proprietary, which that is one of the ones that is one of the things that's different, and the takedown is proprietary as well. But this chassis system, this gun was built to be upgraded. So you can put in an aftermarket trigger, you can put an aftermarket connector, you can put in aftermarket springs. That's what this was designed around. And it's essentially just a Gen 3 Glock that you can swap out frames. This one right here started off life as a 15-round AMP. When we were in NRAM the other week in Houston, Texas, we upgraded it to the 17-round AMP X, and that is due to the rail. There was a little issue with the rail at first, but once they were notified of it, they immediately pulled down 2 pallets of stuff, got them fixed, got them recirculated, and got them out, because these guys, they want to build the best product out there. So the rail is going to hold a TLR 7, and we'll go ahead and get this thing ready. Now, as far as when you look at it, you see the 2 pins, like a typical Glock Gen 3. Well, the 3rd pin is under this grip panel. I'm not going to take it off because there's really not much in there other than the 3rd pin that holds this chassis system in place. So it's a very interesting design, and it's a very simple design. It works very well. What you're going to notice is that this chassis, this aluminum frame, just eats up the recoil. It holds it better than a regular Gen 3. So let's go ahead and put it together, get it back going, and put some more rounds on steel. Remember, this is a match grade pistol, so it's going to take a little bit of a break in, and it's going to make sure that the slide's on there when you put it back together. So, in fact, why don't we just go ahead and put the light on it now? And you know, this gun, since it's got an optic cut, should we really shoot with the iron sights, or should we go ahead and put the Swamp Fox on it now? I say we go ahead and do it. So now, look how good that looks. I love the Streamlight TLR 7A. That might be my new go-to light, because it definitely is just as bright as the TLR 1. Plus, it's just as short as the barrel on a compact. That Swamp Fox Liberty looks so good, and that cover plate, look at that. That's almost a shame to take off. That's so cool. So that'll go in with my challenge coins on my desk. But forgot one thing. Since we're talking about add-ons, let's just, I usually don't go over the boxes too much, but let's just go over the bag that this comes with. Now, I heard that they're coming out with, they're gonna get a custom bag made. That's what I heard. Don't quote me on that at all. But this one comes with a Save Your Equipment Specialist bag. That's a $30 bag right here with a pistol that MSRPs for $700. But it comes with, of course, it came with the chamber flag, the slide lock. I mean, everything that you're required to have. Oh, what do you know? I've got some lock grips in here for the 15-round frame. This is, they're getting ready to make them for the 17-round frame. These are for the 15s, which I've got a 15 in the mail coming back from Live Free since we had it updated. And so that'll be cool. We'll see that in the next one when I do the next video. So, and it, oh, by the way, comes with 2 mags. I forgot to tell you, I skipped right over it. They are 17-round Magpul P mags. But this bag, it holds plenty of them. It could hold up to 2 pistols, you know, easily in the zipper pockets. Holds 6 mags plus a mag in the gun. So this is a really neat bag. I've got a lot of Save Your Equipment stuff, which you can see right here. I got my my range bag I've been waiting on since I saw it at SHOT Show, but we're gonna go over that just a little bit more in another video. But that's definitely a value, getting a $30 bag with it. So let's go ahead and get some on steel now that we've got this thing set up in the way that you would carry it. I mean, why would you carry a gun like this without a really nice optic on it and a really nice light? So let's go ahead, we'll put some on steel now. All right, now one thing you might want to know while we're going over this is that the AMP X, it's not loaded yet, being a aluminum Gen 3 Glock 19 style doesn't mean that it's a Gen 3 Glock 19. So not all holsters are going to fit if you go with Kydex. If you go with leather, it should be no problem. But if you go with Kydex, some of these super crisp ones, you know, that like have every little detail, they're just not going to work. What I did find, and I've got another video on them. I don't know whether I've released it yet or not, but it should be coming out. Like we'll just go ahead and say it's right here. Is from Tactical. I've been carrying one daily on my P365. This is theirs for the Gen 3 19 with, well, Glock 19 with a TLR 7A, and it fits perfectly. They got a very unique system. You can go to the video if you want to see that, but that one 100% will fit. Tactical. Not all the other ones fit. So let's go ahead and we're going to put some on steel. You're going to see I built a new target, which is kind of cool. We're going to mess with that. And then I went back to paper for the accuracy. So I don't, like I said, I got the old UM Tactical on the Core Essentials belt, and we've thrown on the old Axle blue trackers here. So if you guys want to support the channel, you can get a Patreon, or you can hit some of the links below. Don't cost you a dime if you hit some of the links below, so might even actually save some money. So here we go. Let's go ahead and run some of the 17 round Glock Magpul P mags. Let's see how it shoots. Oh yeah. If I had, let me turn it up a little bit. If I had a 17 right now to compare it to, I'll compare the 15 round just in the AMP version, not the X. I'll compare it to a Glock 19. I've got one I can compare it to. So we can't really do it with this one without using my work gun. Don't want to do that. But this one just eats up the recoil. I don't know whether you can tell. I'm hoping you can tell on that camera how little it moves. It just doesn't go anywhere, and it's accurate as can be. It's just so much fun. I don't know how that big channel couldn't get this gun to work. I mean, and it's really quite a feat to make this gun not work, other than the fact I saw they were using longer mags, and of course when your hand's on the bottom of the mag in a 15 round grip, you can induce a malfunction. So let's keep running with in the stock format, not modified. I haven't had a hiccup with this thing. This is probably only had 100, 150 maybe rounds or something before I started this video, something like that. So not all that many. But it just, I can promise you that if you go back and when I shoot the LF19, or just really any just stock Glock 19, it moves so much more than this. This is, I want to say that you could really, uh-oh, I missed. That was me. There we go. Let's try the new Mozambique Target. What this is I'm gonna try not to, in fact, just hold on one second. Let me move my camera over just a little bit, because I don't wanna accidentally shoot it. What we're gonna do is, this is a Mozambique Target, if you're familiar with that. That's 2 to that big square, and 1 to that little square. It doesn't take much to figure out exactly what's going on, but I built it. It's probably not going to sound quite as good because I built it out of 1/2 inch steel. All right. Yeah, we got it. Let's try it again. There we go. And one more time. Of course, we got to hold it. I think I missed that time. Of course, we're shooting it at 10 yards. Most of the time you shoot this at 5, but we're not going to shoot steel at 5 yards. So let's try it a couple more times. Yeah, if I had it with 3/8, it'd work a little bit better. So, all right. There we go. All right, let's reload. We'll do a dump on that static target, and then we'll do some accuracy. So let's keep going. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and put some rounds on the paper target. We're gonna put them on the C4 B27 up there. We're gonna put some on the center of it, or as close as we can to the center, and see how good we can group them. And then we're gonna dump on the static target and see how that goes. So I went ahead and put in 5, and then I got a couple extra just in case. So let's see how that goes. Let's turn this down just a little. So Yeah, I gotta aim this. Of course, you saw me just put it on there. Oh gosh, almighty. Yeah. Let me see if I can get one. Little Kentucky windage. Now, I didn't quite get it sighted in just yet, but of course that's easily fixed. And I was trying to chase it around, so that's my fault. In fact, I couldn't stand it. I had to tweak the Swamp Fox just a little bit so it's a little bit more accurate. Since I already got some on that paper, let's see if we can put some in the head of that target and see if we can keep them all there. So, there we go. Alright, yeah, that was a little bit better. I'm getting the Swamp Fox dialed in because I literally just put it on. You guys saw me put it on. So, alright, back to the rest of the video. Here's 17 rounds, and we're just going to be like a self-defense scenario. Like, just say we just had to get them off, and for whatever reason, we had to get all 17 off. And that's also to show that it runs just fine. So, alright, so let's roll through them. Yeah, absolutely no problem. I still don't understand how anyone could have a problem. So there you go, the AMP X. It's getting a little bit warm from Live Free Armory down in Melbourne, Florida. If you need to find out some more information on them, I'm sure with the Google you can figure it out. This gun, it absolutely rocks. I cannot wait to try this out again in the 15 round capacity, because I'll probably start carrying it off duty. Probably I might even start carrying it at work, not sure. But with the Swamp Fox optic, I just need to dial it in just a little bit. And the Streamlight TLR7, this is a fantastic package, and it just eats up the recoil and only weighs just a little bit more than the polymer frame, and it is so much more stable, so much more steady. And when we get the lock grips on it, it's going to be super sweet. So there you go.